9-1 and the team was riding high. But then by mid-December, reality set in. They'd have to work their asses off for each and every win. Would it replace Tippett when the boys found their game? Finished second in the division, right behind those godless Flames. The Kings took us to 7, but the Oilers finished strong. It only took them 5 to douse the Flames. Now bring Colorado on.
Welcome back. My name is Patrick. This is the Fanatic Rundown. Hope you guys enjoyed that little clip there. I came across this video earlier tonight on Twitter and I wanted to share it with you guys. Fantastic job by Chris. I'll have the full video for you to check out once I'm done my little rant here for the night. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Fantastic job, Chris. Loved every second of it. So let's get to the game, guys. Colorado Avalanche 8, Edmonton Oilers 6. My prediction before this game was a 3-2 Oilers victory. Oh, how wrong I was. Another scoring fest tonight. Pretty much a mirror image of Calgary's 9-6 victory over the Oilers in Game 1 of Round 2. The Oilers didn't get off to as bad of a start as they did against Calgary in that game, but the Avalanche dominated most of the first and second period tonight. Evander Kane actually did open the scoring for the Oilers, so they scored the first goal tonight, which was a step in the right direction. But after Evander Kane scored that goal, the Avalanche pretty much took the game over. The Avalanche tied it almost immediately, 1-1, and shortly thereafter went up 2-1. In the dying moments of the second period, Zach Hyman, hanging out in his office next to the goalpost, buries his 7th goal in 6 games for the Edmonton Oilers, ties the game 2-2, and it looks like the Oilers might be okay heading into the second period. The Avs clearly dominated the first, but looks like we're going to go into the second period tied. But not to be. Pretty much right after Hyman's goal, Cal McCarr busts into the Oilers zone, rips one over Mike Smith. It's 3-2 Avs, but hold on. It looks like the Avs are offside. This goal's getting called back. We're going to go right back to 2-2. Even Chris Cuthbert and Craig Simpson, the commentators on TV, believed this goal was offside and was getting called back. But according to the official rules, the goal was onside. Cale Makar didn't quite have control of the puck as he was going over the blue line. The Avs player inside the zone got back to the blue line just in time as Makar was coming over, so the goal is called onside. It counts. The Avs go up 3-2. In the second period, the Avs begin to break the game open, and it doesn't really look like that goal is going to have much of an impact overall. It looks like the Avs are going to start to run away with this one. But the Oilers do mount a comeback, and it ends up being a 1-goal hockey game. The Avs get an empty netter at the end to make it 8-6, so that goal didn't seem that huge at that moment, but with the way the Oilers were able to come back, it ends up being a really big goal. The refs did call the rule book. The Oilers had a controversial call go their way against the Calgary Flames. This controversial call goes against them, but ultimately the Oilers lose this game because they gave up 8 goals. I mean, I'm not going to blame this loss on a controversial offside call. The Oilers gave up 8 goals tonight. They didn't deserve to win the hockey game. I was really impressed with the Oilers' ability to once again come back. You can officially in the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs not count the Oilers out of any hockey game. This team has the ability to come back. They proved it again tonight. They don't officially get it tied at the end, but they come back from 7-3 to make it 7-6. This was a very close hockey game at the end. Would have been really helpful for the Oilers if they'd shown up more for the first and second period, so it wasn't quite a slugfest in the third to try and come back. But hey, what can you do? Well, you can start games on time. The Oilers still aren't starting hockey games on time. Like I said, Evander Kane got the first goal tonight, but from that point on, the Avs really took the hockey game over until the Oilers started trying to mount a comeback. Ultimately, too little, too late. But I like the Oilers' fight back tonight. Zach Hyman, Evander Kane, 2 huge goal scorers for the Oilers so far in these playoffs, come through again. Captain Connor, of course, scores again for the Oilers tonight. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scores for the Oilers tonight. Ryan McLeod with his second of the postseason. Derek Ryan gets his first of the playoffs tonight. So the Oilers getting depth scoring from the main guys. 6 goals tonight. And as we said, after the 9-6 victory for Calgary in Game 1 of Round 2, 6 goals has to be enough to win a hockey game. The Oilers were not good enough defensively tonight. That's perfectly obvious when they give up 8 goals. Mike Smith was yanked after goal number 6 tonight. Mike Smith was not good enough. He'll tell you that. But the Oilers were definitely not good enough in front of him once again. Mike Smith has to be better, but the Oilers' defense has to be significantly better. The Oilers were turning pucks over, giving the Colorado Avalanche grade A chance after grade A chance, and it bites them tonight. Like I said, it was great to see that this team doesn't give up, that they keep fighting back, but they need to stop these games where they have to fight back. Get a lead. Play defense. The Oilers are simply being too casual, turning too many pucks over, and the Colorado Avalanche are simply too good for the Oilers to be giving them the grade A chances that they are. And this series could be over rather quickly if the Oilers don't find a way to shut the Avs' attack down. The Oilers were able to answer in their own way tonight, but like I said, they can't be wasting all their energy every night trying to fight their way back into hockey games. They need to find a way to get on the offensive, stay on the offensive, keep the puck out of their own zone, and most importantly, keep the puck out of their net. Mikko Koskinen didn't look bad in relief for the Oilers. He only gave up the 1 goal, but Mikko Koskinen wasn't the only backup goalie playing in this hockey game. Pavel Francouz comes in for the Colorado Avalanche after Darcy Kuemper leaves the game with an upper body injury. We think it's related to the eye injury that Kuemper suffered in round 1 against the Nashville Predators. Have to see if this keeps Kuemper out going forward. But Pavel Francouz was excellent in relief for the Avs, so I don't think things would get any easier for the Oilers if Francouz becomes the goaltender over Kuemper. The Oilers are still going to be in for one hell of a series, so we'll have to see what happens there for Game 2, but right now it looks like we could be seeing Pavel Francouz for the Colorado Avalanche. For my player of the game tonight, really hard to select one guy. The Oilers' scoring was really spread out, had a lot of different guys contributing tonight offensively. I'm going to go with Zach Hyman. He's got a really impressive streak going. He looked really effective again for the Oilers tonight. Another big goal. So Zach Hyman, my player of the game tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. My play of the game tonight goes to Cale Makar. His 3-2 controversial goal, that counts, but it was an excellent play by Makar. A fantastic shot. Gave the Avs a 3-2 lead at that point. It sets them up for a big second period that ultimately gives them enough to win the hockey game. So that's all for me for tonight, guys. Game 1, Colorado Avalanche 8, Edmonton Oilers 6. Oilers got a lot of work to do. The Avs, they got some work to do of their own, so we'll see what happens for Game 2. I'm definitely not picking any more low-scoring games for this series, though. Let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. I'll see you guys for Game 2 on Thursday.
All right, let's go Oilers. Early in the season, things were looking fine. We started out 9-1 and the team was riding high. But then by mid-December, reality set in. They have to work their asses off for each and every win. Woody replaced Tippett, and the boys found their game. Finished second in the division, right behind those godless Flames. The Kings took us to 7, but the Oilers finished strong. It only took them 5 to douse the Flames. Now bring Colorado on, 'cause hope is what we've got. Say remember that we love this team a lot, and we're gonna win. The Oilers are running hot, and we're playing for the chance to hoist the cup. That Stanley Cup is what we want. I don't cry when haters say we can't. They're just jealous we got Connor and Leon in there. It ain't when we're down 2 goals. I know the boys have what it takes to close. Old Hyman, Nuge, Yamor, and Kane. Pulling off his tongues, hanging out again. Call the nurse because Boots dropped our bomb and it's going in. This hope is what we've got. Say remember that I love this team a lot, and we're gonna win because the Oilers are running hot, and we're playing for the chance to hoist the cup. That Stanley Cup is what we want.